Hello and good morning. Welcome to Pillar College, the Office of Career Services. My name is Ingrid Ortiz. I am the Career Services Coordinator, and today we are going to be presenting to all of our students and alumni a workshop all about cover letters. So if you are interested in wanting to learn more on how to craft your cover letter, if you have any questions, the purpose, the content that should be included, how to design it, the format, this is the workshop for you. I am going to go ahead and share my screen. If we're going to have a portion of this workshop where I am going to open up the floor for any Q&A, suggestions, or comments that you may have. I will also have this session recorded so that we can share it over on our Student Life's YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to that channel, I suggest that you subscribe today. You're going to find all of the past workshops that the Career Services has presented in the past in a playlist, as well as any other chapels or any other events that Student Life has hosted. So feel free to check out the channel. We also have a Facebook page. So if you have not accepted or have requested to be part of the Student Life's Facebook page, I suggest you do that as well. My extension here at the North Campus is extension 1029. I have also included that information next to my name in case you needed to reach out to me and schedule an appointment. I will be more than happy to assist you in any way that I can. So with that being said, welcome Elizabeth, Girbel, Madeline. We're going to have a few other people joining in. So I will allow them into the room as they request to join. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to share my screen so that we can begin our workshop. Can you all see, can you see my screen? Yes, perfect. So let's start the slideshow. All right, so today's workshop, once again, is all about the cover letters. So I'm not going to go into the actual resume. I just want to focus on this part of the element that goes along with your resume. So we're going to talk about, once again, the purpose of the cover letter, the design, the content, and the strategies that you can implement when creating your resume. So what is the purpose of the cover letter? It is to show interest in the position that you are applying for. You're going to want to draw a connection between your skills and the employer's needs. It motivates the employer to read your resume. So this is why it is so important that you begin to understand how to utilize your cover letter so that it can land that job that you are seeking to fill. A resume shows qualifications, whereas the letter can best demonstrate your interest. And then the ultimate purpose is to support your resume in landing an interview. As you all know, when you apply for a job, a lot of the applications are now being processed online with the option for you to upload your resume. And so the next step in applying and uploading your resume and cover letter is getting the actual interview. And so this is what is going to motivate that employer to kind of like see if you are the right candidate for the position. Because in your cover letter, you're going to be able to elaborate a little bit more why you're the right person for that specific job opening. So design and details. The design, you're going to want to customize every letter. Just like your resume, you should not have the same cover letter for all of the different types of positions that you're applying for. Again, you have to customize the letter the same way that you're going to customize your resume based off of the job posting and the job description that the employer has listed for the right candidate. So you want to make sure that you do your research. I always say this each and every time: do your research, know about the company, know the qualifications that they're looking for. You want to make sure that you match your skills to that job description, so that you're not applying a generic resume, and when the employer is looking at it, it's like, this is an irrelevant candidate, because it's going to let them know that you really did not do the research and you didn't take the time to read what they have shared to match your skills. So that's very important. You also want to use clear spacing and spell check. Always make sure you proofread your cover letter and your resume. You want to make sure that you look at it, scan it, have someone else look at it for you. This is why it is so important that you make an appointment with me here at Career Services, as well as visiting the Academic Resource Center, so that you can have another pair of eyes, look at your cover letter, look at your resume, and make sure that someone else proofreads it and gives you suggestions, so that you can strengthen your cover letter as well as your resume, so that you can land that job. Details to include in your cover letter should be your interests, motivation, qualifications, achievements, and an assertive closing. Now, once again, you are going to want to list the interests that is relevant to the job you're applying for. Your motivation should correlate with the job that you're applying for. This is not for you to list anything that's random or personal, but what fits the job description and the job position that you are applying for. This is an example of a cover letter. And this is a particular candidate who's applying for a project manager position. You don't have to follow the exact format, but it is attractive. The name is nice and highlighted, the position they're applying for, to whom they're sending out the cover letter. You want to make sure that you have a name and the department where you're submitting your information, the date. You want to make sure you have your email address, a phone number. However, if you are using LinkedIn or Handshake, which I strongly suggest that you create your profile with a Handshake application. If you have not created your Handshake profile, please send me an email so that I can send you the link and you can begin to utilize that platform that will help you to find open positions, internships, and any job openings. If you are uploading your resume to LinkedIn or any other social media platform, I would strongly suggest to just omit out your any personal information where any other entities can see this information. You can always, give that information once the employer reaches out to you, and then you can email them your phone number and any other piece of personal information. You also would want to include your LinkedIn profile if you have one. I also suggest that you create this. This is a great way for you to stay in the know with what's going on in the industry that you are currently seeking a job opportunity. And then I found this copy of this letter over at novoresume.com. So you may want to make a note of this website. They have different types of templates depending on your experience, and it can kind of guide you on how to craft your cover letter. This is another example of what a cover letter should look like if you are a student seeking an internship. And so this one is a little different in the format or in the type of highlight that they're using. Again, all of the information that's needed is here. And if you read it, it basically says, I am writing to express my interest in the summer internship program with your marketing company. I learned about your company through the Student Center at my university, and after visiting your website, I have immersed myself in your groundbreaking work in the transportation industry. So that first few sentences right there lets the employer know that this person took the time to visit their website and also listed what attracted them to their company and to their website. Currently majoring in marketing with a minor in statistics. I will receive my degree next spring. While I have a comprehensive marketing and analytics background, my emphasis is on government campaigns. I feel that your agency places prominence in similar areas, and having the privilege of serving as an intern with you will increase my learning opportunities and give me the exposure I need to advance my career while using what I've already learned to make an impact on your clients. Very comprehensive, detailed, short, but to the point. This is a great elevator pitch. And this is how you want to craft your cover letters, whether you are applying for an internship or an actual position. It lets the employer know that the student is specific in the area where he wants to gain the most experience, as well as the experience that he already has. The next paragraph, or the next sentence here, also lets them know that the student has a plan for after graduation, what their hopes are, what their aspirations are. It says, after graduation, I hope to work for an agency like yours to grow my experience, serve clients, and eventually start my own agency. With the right opportunities and experience working with prominent clients, I believe that I can achieve my goal. So this is not only letting the employer know, I am willing to serve as an intern in your establishment, but after graduation, I am even interested in having a full-time position or some type of a position within your organization. And then the next the next paragraph will go into the experience that this person has had in the past. And as you read it, it says, previously I held an internship at another local advertising agency working on critical projects for their clients. During that internship, I had the opportunity to learn the Adobe Creative Suite of products, including Photoshop and info design. I also learned how to craft compelling campaigns that garner attention in the healthcare space. I believe that my knowledge of digital marketing and social media could be of interest to you, as I read that you are looking to grow your social media team. Again, this is qualifications, soft skills, technical skills that this person was able to articulate and expressing it in word form, but being short and concise and very specific on how they are qualified to fit this internship. And then finally, they close out with an assertive closure. It says, I would like the opportunity to meet with you and discuss the internship opportunities you have available. Please let me know if you have any questions or would like to see specific work samples. You can reach me by phone or by email. Again, we see that although they listed the contact information here, they are putting that information in the last paragraph of their cover letter with a thank you for your consideration, sincerely, and their name. So this takes some crafting. So this is why it is so important that you begin to practice and start writing these letters and do them frequently so that you can, as you're writing and someone else is reading the information, you will stand out on paper. So this is why here at the Career Services, as well as the Academic Resource Center, we help our students and encourage our students to work on their cover letters and to work on their resumes as soon as possible. So as you can see, this is just another breakdown of your cover letter content. You're going to have your intro paragraph. So you want to share brief knowledge of the company and the needs, as I just showed you in the example that we just finished reading. And you want to state your interest and suitability. Again, you want to make sure that the interests and the suitability is going to match what the company is looking for. Next, you have your body paragraphs. You're going to connect your experiences and your interests that are relevant to the position that you're applying for and provide examples. And then your closing paragraph, you're going to restate your goal and why it is of interest to the company. Ask for the interview and note contact information. Refer to your enclosed resume and thank them for their consideration. You also want to have good strategies when creating your cover letter. You want to personalize your greeting and your style. So this is so important that you inquire or get the information of who you will be sending this cover letter to. You don't want to put to whom it may concern or hello. You want to make sure that you personalize it and have a good greeting. Next, you're going to state your source or sources of referral. In the previous cover letter, the intern specified that they received the information of the company from their career center. So you want to make sure that you are stating the source of referral. Also, express enthusiasm. There's nothing like a positive attitude, a motivating spirit. So you always want to express this on paper as well. Be concise, but not too brief. So you don't want to have one or two sentences. You want to be concise and to the point and specific, just like the previous letter that we read. And you want to make sure that every word that you're using on paper is on purpose. You want to be intentional with each and every word that you are putting into your cover letter. Also include unique experiences that set you apart from all the other candidates. Keywords count is very important, that when you're doing your research for the specific company that you will be applying for or applying to, you want to make sure that you also research keywords that correlate with that industry or the field of study that you are currently in your program. You want to make sure that you want to use strong keywords. And also, I cannot emphasize anymore, proofread your cover letter, because if there is a misspelling, that's going to be a turnoff, and that is just going to be one reason for the employer or the recruiter to just toss your cover letter and resume to the side. So you want to make sure that you proofread. Again, if you want to utilize the resources here at Pillar College, you can always schedule an appointment with me here at Career Services via Zoom, in person, or you can send me a copy of your cover letter and resume, and I can read it and proofread it. Or you can also utilize the Academic Resource Center. Don't forget, follow up all responses. If you didn't receive a reply, email and inquire, hi, I'm following up. Thank you so much for taking the time in accepting my resume. Follow up is very important. No interest, no opening, hold and file, call for appointment, stop by, invitation for interview. You want to follow up on all of those. You never know where it will lead. And I can share an experience with you. There was one time that I wanted to apply for an office manager position at a chiropractor's office a few years ago. This is before I, even entered into the MAC program. And, I went in, I got the interview, I submitted my resume, my cover letter, I went in for the interview, I waited for a week and I did not receive a response. And so I emailed the employer, and once he received my email, I received a call requesting for a second interview. When I went for the interview, the employer says, you know what, you're hired. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And he says, you know what got you the job? And I'm like, sure, please let me know. He said, because I received your email asking me, that follow-up email really, really impressed me. And so it's the worst thing that they're going to tell you is no. So don't be afraid to follow up. Don't be afraid to submit your resumes and include your cover letter, again, because you never know where it will lead. Now I would like to open up the floor for any questions that you may have on cover letter writing. Are there any questions?
Yes, Ingrid.
Yes.
Uh, the cover letter is usually one page.
The
Oh,
cover, yes, you usually want to keep the cover letter one page. I previously shared a sample, an example of what a cover letter should look like. So if you go to, let me give you that website where you can find, let me share my screen once more so you can see it, Carla. So this is what a cover letter should look like. This is just an example. You don't have to have the same color, or you don't have to have the same style, but the format is kind of dead on. And then if you go to this website right here, Novo Resume, Novo resume.com, they have other different cover letters that you can use as a jumping board for you to create your own cover letter. So you can
Okay.
keep it to one page. Yes.
Right. Another question. When you have a job offer, the cover letter still work?
I'm sorry, can
Or
you repeat the question?
oh, yes, when you have you already have a job offer, right?
Mhm.
Is this cover letter is useful, or you just send your resume?
No, I would include the cover letter as well. If they
Mhm.
gave you a job offer and they're asking you to submit your resume, at that point it depends, because if they are offering you the job, I would just submit the resume. But to give it that extra oomph, you know,
Mhm.
I would also include a cover letter, because it lets them know that you're organized, you are a goal setter, and there are extra things that you can put in your cover letter that you couldn't fit in your resume.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Okay, so if there are no more questions or any suggestions, if a question comes up later on in the day or possibly tomorrow, feel free to reach out to me via email. My email address is careerservices@pillar.edu. Let me stop sharing and I will type that in the chat in case anyone needs to have that information. Okay, my extension is, my phone number is 973-803-5000, extension 1029. I'm located in the Newark campus, 60 Park Place. I'm on the 7th floor. If you need to stop by, please call ahead to make sure that I am on campus, because we are still working remote some days of the week. My office hours are from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. So if you need to see me, we can always schedule a Zoom meeting if that works for you, and I will be here to assist you in the best way that I can. You can also check out, once again, the Academic Resource Center. And if you need help with resume writing, cover letter writing, formatting, that's why we have those resources here at Pillar College. I will also have another workshop next week, which will cover resume writing 101. I've had other workshops in the past, but I'm going to do it once again because I feel that this information is useful, and we can go over new trends that employers are looking for when they are seeking to recruit candidates to fulfill their job opportunities. So with that being said, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time and joining me this morning. I look forward to bringing more workshops. Again, if you have not joined the Handshake application and created your profile, please send me an email so I can send you the link. The Handshake application is a powerful tool for all students, graduates, and alumni to stay connected, as well as to find those job opportunities and possibly even get recruited from big organizations who are looking for people like you to be a part of their organization. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a blessed day. Stay safe, and I hope to see you in next week's workshop. Have a good day. Bye.